Hey everybody. Hey, I was just on a call with an enormous number of people from Suncrest, and we walked through an exercise together. I thought, I should just post this as a video for the rest of you from Suncrest and for you to share with anyone who could use it right now. I think one of the things that's healthy during this time is for us all to step back and kind of ask ourselves, how are we doing? How are we doing really? And so I'm going to ask you to do an exercise right now, and you'll be able to do it in the privacy of your own home. I'll do it here right in front of you. But if literally you just take your hand right now and kind of hold it with your thumb out to the side, I'm going to go through some categories to ask yourself how you're doing right now. And you can go thumbs up, you can go to the side or thumbs down or anywhere in between. But I want you to just think about where you are in life and kind of this chaotic and crazy and bewildering time right now. So let's ask this. How are you doing physically right now? If your health is great, if you're not sick, if you're strong, if you're sleeping well and eating well, thumbs up. Obviously, some people are really fighting through some things. I learned for the first time this past week that someone I know personally here in the region was diagnosed positively with COVID-19. And so, wherever you are, just be honest about it. How are you doing physically? Okay, let me ask you another question. How are you doing financially right now? There's some people who have lost their jobs. Some people totally depend on the stock market. And you can be honest about that. Like, hey, it's really tough right now. Others of us, we still have our jobs. We still have our paychecks. Nothing has really changed. We're actually doing okay financially. But just be honest about that. Here's the third category. How are you doing emotionally right now? I think regulating our emotions is a really big deal whenever there's kind of chaos going on around us. And loneliness can drive some negative emotions. Watching the news can drive some negative emotions. Maybe you're just a little unstable right now. It's okay just to acknowledge, like, hey, I'm not doing very well right now. Or maybe you're doing great, and you can go full thumbs up. How are you doing emotionally right now? Let me give you a fourth category. How are you doing relationally right now? With the relationships in your life that matters, a lot of us are home with people that we love, but we're not used to being home this much with them. And I've been trying to advocate with people, hey, you got to give a lot of grace in this season. Just let things pass. Don't be offended. Just keep moving. But if you're being honest, relationally, how are you doing right now? Is it thumbs up? Is it no? Some things are tough. And then if you kind of step back, put all those together and maybe mix everything else in, just ask yourself, how are you doing? And you're, either thumbs up or thumbs down. And I want you, when you do an honest assessment, to let that tell you something. Okay? Here's my thought. If you're thumbs up right now, things are strong. Most of the areas of your life, you're in a pretty good place. Anytime that's the case in our lives, I want you to receive that as a message from God Himself. That since you're doing well, you have a little extra capacity to go help others. If you're healthy, if you're financially healthy, if your emotions are stable, there are a lot of people who are in need right now. And of course, our church is trying to serve in all kinds of ways. You make sure that if you're doing well, you say, yeah, God's put me in this place where I have some extra. I can help others. And when you're honest, if you'd say, here's the truth. I'm not doing very well. I'm struggling. And maybe it's hard to admit that to yourself and definitely to other people. But if your thumb is down right now, I want to really encourage you to ask for help. Just ask for help from a friend, from a neighbor. If you need some help from Suncrest, you can go on our website. There's ways to ask for prayer and ask for other kinds of help. We would love to help you. Nobody should be alone in this. And there's no shame in asking for help. You should go read Psalm 121. Sometimes our help just comes from God, the Creator, the Maker of heaven and earth, it says. And I think that psalm would encourage you right now. But just keep paying attention to yourself. How are you doing? When thumbs up, God's given you the capacity to help some other people who are around you. Check in on your neighbors, check in on your family, serve other people. And when it's thumbs down, it's okay to ask for help from God, from others, from your church. We'd love to help. I love you guys. I'm sure I'll see you again on another short video soon. Thanks.